What's going on, Giants fans? Back at it here with another New York Giants video. And today I want to talk about another center who is a real dark horse in this draft. As you all know, I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. And yes, I want to talk about Notre Dame's graduate student, fifth-year offensive lineman, Jarrett Patterson. He has been with Notre Dame for 5 years now, and he's finally coming out declaring for the NFL draft. He originally entered his name last year, but he pulled out at the last second. He was rumored to be a first or second round pick as a center. He switches over to left guard this year, and his stock fell a little bit. And a lot of people have kind of forgotten about him. And I want to talk to you guys as to why you shouldn't and why it might be a good idea to wait until day 3 to draft the center. I do think a lot of people are forcing the issue to draft this positional need. I don't think people should be going crazy if the Giants don't come away with their center of the future on day 2, right? You want to draft the 3 best players available. That will help benefit your team. And yes, of course, consider positional need at the same time. But if the board doesn't fall the way it is, then there's not much you can do. I don't think the Giants will spend 57 on Joe Tippmann. I don't think he makes it to 89. I'm not a big fan of Ricky Stromberg. I know some people are. The kid out of Arkansas, he's okay. Not my favorite. Luke Whippler, I mean, I really like Jarrett Patterson and John Michael Schmitz. Those are my 2 favorite centers. Joe Tippmann's good too, but I like Jarrett Patterson a lot. I think he's criminally underrated. 6'5", 306 pounds, a redshirt senior. He had 22 bench press reps and a 5.33 40-yard dash. So he is slow. He is not fast by any means. But what is he? Well, I'll tell you. He's a good run blocker. He has quick eyes. It is very difficult to disengage Jarrett Patterson. I got so excited talking about him, I forgot to do our plugs. As you can see, if you want to find out more about Jarrett Patterson and these other NFL draft prospects for Big Blue, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. But back to Jarrett. Yes, he does have athletic limitations. He has short arms, but we know the best Giants offensive lineman of this generation, Chris Snee, right guard with short alligator-sized arms. But yet, I mean, he was phenomenal. So I don't view the arm size as an issue at all, actually. His hands work faster than his feet. That's something he has to improve. But what did Joe Shane stress in his press conference this offseason? What did Brian Dable stress in year 1? Versatility. And what does Jarrett Patterson bring? Versatility. He played center in 4 of his 5 years at Notre Dame until I believe it was Zeke Correll took over at center this year and they needed a left guard. Patterson kicked out to left guard this season. Played 748 snaps, 11 total games, 6 quarterback hurries given up, 1 QB hit, no sacks allowed. 2021 at center, 918 snaps, 13 games, 11 QB hurries, just 1 QB hit, no sacks. 2020, the COVID year, 8 games played, 563 snaps, 8 quarterback hurries, 1 QB hit, no sacks. Do you see a trend here? Yes, and I'll tell you what it is. Jarrett Patterson gave up 0 sacks in his entire collegiate career. This is something that I like to stress to people about a lot. Notre Dame is quietly an offensive line factory. You look at some of the best offensive linemen in the NFL over the years. Quentin Nelson went to Notre Dame. Mike McGlinchey just got a boss-level contract from the Denver Broncos because the 49ers couldn't afford to pay him since they have Trent Williams, who's like the best in the NFL. And McGlinchey played left tackle at Notre Dame. He moved over to right tackle. So the versatility here is important. And I think Patterson might be a good 4th-round selection. I really do. I don't think he'll fall to the 5th. I think teams will pick up on him. I think Joe Shane, being that he is from Indiana originally, he's a Notre Dame fan, I think it would be nice if he just came away with Jarrett Patterson and then, let's be real. Who else is talking about Jarrett Patterson right now? Not many people are. But I really like this guy. And this is my one guy that really falls under the radar that I think could really help out this New York Football Giants offensive line. He fits any team that needs a starting center. Again, pass protection could use some improvement as far as technique, but he did not give up a sack on the college level. That is a huge point of emphasis. Will it translate to the pros? There's no way to know, right? But we know in the COVID year, he went up against great edge rushers in the ACC when Notre Dame played in the ACC that one year. This past season went up against some great level teams. You had Clemson. You had other teams as well, like North Carolina, who had good defenders all off the edge. Their secondary was atrocious. But anyway, that's why I like Jarrett Patterson a lot. And before we get into the film breakdown on this guy, I want to remind you all, if you're new, we're sponsored by BetUS. You can sign up below if you like to sports bet with our promo code at JOIN125. Get a 125% sign-up bonus where you can bet on the go, anywhere, anytime. That is BetUS, America's #1 favorite sports book where the game begins. And let's get into the film breakdown of Jarrett Patterson. Why don't we? I've talked a lot about him over the past few minutes. I've hyped him up for you. So let's get into the film. All right. So one thing that Jarrett Patterson did in his collegiate career, he played with a lot of different quarterbacks. This includes Ian Book, Jack Cohn, Tyler Buchner, Drew Pine, you name it. He played with them. So here we have the 2021 game against Cincinnati. This was the game where Notre Dame decided to play all three of their quarterbacks in Cohn, Buchner, and Pine. For some reason, I still will never understand it. But this is a good block pickup against the Bearcats, one of the best defenses in the nation. He's playing center here, lined up against the zero tech, and let's watch this play unfold. Look at him drive and kick, right? He drives and kicks him into his right guard. That he's able to take up that second defensive lineman here. And Kyron Williams, who is now in the NFL, gets a boatload of yardage on this play. Really nicely done. Next up, we have a good pass block again against USC. This is number 47. Again, look, 47 has no chance. This is good technique. He lowers his body here. Again, I'd like to see him get his knees a little bit lower, but he uses his upper body strength to keep number 47 in place. This is textbook pass blocking, and Notre Dame scores touchdown thanks to the great protection up front. Next up, Patterson actually takes out two different guys on this play. I believe this is going to be a draw, but yeah, here it is. They're running to Kyron, right? Just watch what Patterson does. Boom, let me chip 47, push him to the ground, and take out the second-level defender. That is beautiful blocking by Patterson, and this is why he was regarded as a possible first-round talent last year. Boom, boom. I mean, it's just beautiful. That will translate at the next level, believe me. And Kyron Williams, big game. All right, next up, this is against Clemson. This is a good blocking rep. We'll take a look at it here. He's playing left guard. Here comes number 33. Keeps him away from the quarterback. He tries to do a little spin move. Not going to work. Again, the pass was deflected, but that's not what the play's about. The play's about Jarrett Patterson doing a really good job at the left guard position. I want to show, that he is versatile as well. You see good motion by that offensive line. All these guys are keeping their hands up, and look at Jarrett go. Point of attack, backs him up, cuts off his lane, keeps him further away from the quarterback, does a little spin move. Nope. Patterson's got him on lockdown. All right. I believe this is the last play. Yes, he takes out number 13 on this play. He's playing left guard here right next to the left goal post, and you'll see. I mean, just look at him go. I mean, this is Audric Estime. This was this year. So here you got Joe Alt, who's an All-American, Jarrett Patterson, Zeke Carell, Josh Lugg, and then Blake Fisher, right? So you have the receiver cutting across the formation. Audric Estime takes the snap, handoff from Drew Pine, and Patterson is pretty much the key cog on this play. If you look, Audric Estime is running right into the traffic, but Patterson seals the edge, and Estime sees the hole, and Patterson has a good enough block that Estime can wiggle through the hole before the defender is able to get there. And that's why Patterson is going to the NFL. Beautiful, beautiful run blocking offensive lineman with great pass blocking capabilities. I think Patterson ultimately winds up going in round number 4. I do think the Giants could possibly steal him. I know Joe Shane has done homework on him. I know he's a Notre Dame fan. He's been to the school before. So I really think Patterson has a shot to be a New York Football Giant on day 3 of this year's draft. Folks, if you like what you watch, make sure to check out our YouTube channel at Big Blue Avenue for all of our film breakdowns. Subscribe to us as well on Twitter and Instagram. And comment below. Do you like my analysis on Patterson? Do you not? I'm open to all opinions and questions that you may have. Hit the thumbs up button, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe for more. And without further ado, let's go Big Blue.